Mhm. No singing this time, but we are preparing to come into the meeting, YouTube Live. It is Tuesday. It is a chilly Tuesday here on the East Coast. I am here, not alone, as always, with John, who is our Reiki master teacher. I am Yolanda, also Reiki master, spiritual life coach, massage therapist, and all of those other lovely things um, that I get the privilege of doing. And so we are excited for once again coming to you live via YouTube, whether you are watching live or during the replay. We thank you for joining. As we are in the thick of the holiday season, it feels different. It's chilly enough here on the East Coast to remind us that it is the holiday season, but because of the physical distancing and all of the other things that we are dealing with as a community, as a world, it feels a little bit different. We are not having the holiday parties that we typically would have, the gatherings, all of those things have been shifted because of the global pandemic. But all is right here, right now, in this sacred space, at this sacred time. And as we do each week, we will be going through the 7 physical chakras that are along our spine on our bodies. I will guide us through a Reiki/meditative session. Our Reiki master teacher, John, will be holding space for all of us, making sure that if there is any interference, that we will combat that with the universal life force that we just happen to call Reiki. For those of you who may be new or unfamiliar with the term chakra, it also means energy center. There are particular places within our body and around our body that hold particular energy. And so we deal with the 7. As Reiki masters, we deal with different energy centers, but for this particular session on Tuesday nights, we deal with the 7 physical chakras that start at the base of the spine all the way to the top of the spine. I will name each one. I will talk a little bit about the energy that is held in all of those places. And you, if you feel so led, will discover what is being held within your body. Prior to doing anything, we always give thanks through libations to our spirit team, which includes our ancestors and our spirit guides. We do a quick body scan to determine if there are any messages that come through as awarenesses in our body, and then we go right into our guided meditation. Typically, I would tell everyone to bring water because water is a healing element. And anytime you are doing energy work, whether it is prayer, meditation, any type of movement in your body will require replenishment and restoration. And that can be done through water. And so if you have water to drink, now would be a good time to gather it. I have water in our vessel for our libations. And as we prepare to come into this libation session, let's take a deep breath. Let's do a quick scan of our environment. If there is anything outside of you, whether it be the surface you are sitting on, the temperature in the room, I'm going to confess that I have a heated blanket on my lap to help me be a little bit more comfortable. Just do a quick scan of anything that may cause a distraction during this session and make the adjustments as you need to. And as we enter into this sacred space and this sacred time, let us focus all of our energy on this right now moment. Let's allow the beginning of this day to fade away. Let's allow what will happen after we disconnect to not even be a memory, to not even be within our consciousness. Let's stay right here in this moment, focusing all of our attention right here, right now. And if you are watching live or you are watching on replay, take a deep breath. Open up your mind, open up your heart, open up your spirit, and let us say thanks. Let us give thanks. Let us give honor to all of those spiritual mothers, all of the spiritual fathers who have held a sacred place in our lives, whether they are known by name or not, whether we consider them our grandmothers, our grandfathers, our aunts, our uncles. Maybe they are individuals who biologically may not be connected to us, but we hold them in our hearts, we hold them in our memory, or perhaps they paved the way for us, and we just want to honor them and say thank you. Because they are no longer within the physical realm, they are in the spiritual realm. We say thank you for the guidance that they provide, for the love that they offer, for all of the work that they may have left undone here, that they are able to do in the spiritual realm. We say thank you for working, not just to clear things for us, but to clear things for yourselves. We honor the energy that you left behind. We give reverence to all that you did when you were here. May we follow your guidance so that we too will receive the enlightenment that you so freely give to us. Ashe. And as we take a deep breath, we want to also thank those spiritual mothers, those spiritual fathers, whatever form they may take, but they are within the physical realm, meaning they are in existence in our lives right now. Those beings who support us either through words, through gestures, prayers, and even just a single encounter with a stranger can be considered a very healing thing based upon the interaction. We say thank you to all of those that we may have come in contact with just today that have been working on our behalf. Certainly the first responders, certainly those who during this global pandemic have been risking their own safety for our own safety. We say thank you, we honor you, we revere you, we keep you in our thoughts and in our prayers, and we ensure that the lives that we are leading also are honorable. Ashe. And to my favorite group, those who have yet to come into the physical existence, those who have yet to be born, those energies that are coming behind us, that are pushing us forward. We do not know them by name. We may know them based upon the connection that we have with them. We call them forth, and we want to do so with an honor, with a measure of love, with a measure of assurance that we are doing our spiritual work now, so that they can come into this existence free of any ancestral limitations that may be left behind. We are doing our work for you, you beautiful spiritual beings who have yet to come into the physical reality. We love you, we accept you, we are waiting for you. Ashe. And if you feel so led to take a drink of water right now, just knowing that all of your spiritual guides have been called in as we have given them thanks and reverence. They are here among us, and we are so grateful. We are so grateful that we have the opportunity to behold them. We are so grateful that we have the opportunity to work with them. And so we are thankful in this moment for all that they do for us. And so now we're going to do a check-in. We're going to do a scan. We're going to see what's going on in our bodies. You know, the connection to our mind, which is our mental and emotional energy, our physical body, and our spirit being who we are internally and forever. We like to connect all of those things by becoming aware of what is going on, by asking questions. And so there will be several questions asked tonight. As John and I were discussing earlier, if any of these questions seem to trigger or bring up unpleasant feelings, then please reach out to someone that can provide the mental and emotional support that may be necessary for you to call in that additional healing. It is not our intention to trigger anyone in any way, to make any memory come forth so that it is unpleasant. However, it is our intention to tap into the energy centers, to see what energy may be present that may give you answers that will lead you towards your healing. So as we take a deep breath, if you feel so led, you might allow your eyelids to shut, shift your body into a more comfortable position. If you feel like You want to lay down, then lay down. If you are with us live or listening to the replay and you are unable to get into a comfortable position, just know that at any given time, you may shift, you may do that. There is no right or wrong way to go about this healing that we are offering in this moment. Let us just take a deep breath. Come into this moment, allowing everything to fall away. And just envision right now that you are coming in tune, so finely in tune with your body that you can hear the vibration. You can hear whatever vibration happens to be occurring in particular parts of your body. Let us begin somewhere different this week. Let's start with our fingers. Come into awareness of what your fingers feel like right now. Do they feel heavy? Is there some tingling? Is there some dampness in your fingers and your hands? Move up to your wrists based upon some actions you may be doing repetitively. Is there a sensation in your wrist, in your arms, up to your elbows? Move up to your arms and your shoulders. Many of us keep our shoulders up high. Do your shoulders need to come down a bit? Do you feel some tension there? If so, check in. Ask your body if it needs particular attention in that area. Now let's move up to our neck. Is there any stiffness in our neck? Is there any movement? What does the vibration in that area feel like? Is it dense? Does it feel weak? Take a deep breath and move up to your beautiful face, your unique identifier. Check in with your mouth, your teeth, your tongue, your throat, your cheeks, your nose, your nasal passages, your eyes, your ears, top of your head. And even if you are connected in that way, what's your hair feeling like? Does it feel heavy? Does your scalp feel tight? Let's move to the back of our heads, the back of our necks, and our entire back. Many of us dealing with issues in our back. How does your back feel right now? Is it there's some tightness, some pain, some awareness? Now may be a good time to check in with your posture. Straighten your back. And as we move down into our lower back, into our hips, let's come around towards the front. Check in with our chest. You know, where your heart is. How's it feeling? Is there some tightness in your chest? Are you able to take deep and full inhales and exhales? Go a little bit lower. Check in with your upper abdomen. Check around in that area. Ask your body do you need anything in this particular area? The internal organs that are resting in your upper abdomen, your stomach, your intestine. Come a little bit lower, below the belly button, below your navel. Check in with the reproductive organs. Check in with your hips, your thighs, your knees, all the way down your legs to your ankles, your feet, your toes. Take a deep breath and ask your body, is there any particular area that is asking for more love in this moment? See what comes up. See what the answer may be for you. Are you chilly? Are you hot? Do you feel weak? Do you feel strong? Is there tension? Is there looseness? Whatever sensation, vibration might be going on in your body at this moment. Tap into that feeling, tap into that vibration, and know that as we invoke the presence of the universal life force energy that we happen to call Reiki, that we are calling for that vibration to be lifted, We are calling for that vibration to connect with healing. Knowing that different emotions within our body, within the universe, have different vibrational patterns. Once you have tapped into an area in your body that may be calling out for some attention, let's make the intention to raise the vibrational levels in that area. Maybe more than one. Could be your whole body, which is why we are going to go into each of the 7 energy centers found along our spine. I like to call the central nervous system our operating system, just like a computer. From your brain all the way down our spine, our nerve endings coming out to every place in our body, connecting us to our sensory system, our superpowers, how we see, how we smell, how we hear, how we taste, how we touch. All of those senses controlled by our central nervous system. And along that central nervous system in our spinal column are the energy centers or chakras. And as we take a deep breath, we'll be asking ourselves some questions as we discover what energy is held in the 7 physical chakras. There are certainly more around our body and on our body. Anywhere there is a joint, there is an energy center because there's some action going on there. But let's focus on the 7. Now that we've done a quick scan, let's invoke spirit, whatever name you choose to call spirit, that divine power, that divine source, that divine energy that surrounds us at all times, in all situations and experiences. That divine source of life, source of love, source of peace, source of all of those higher vibrations that we are calling into those particular parts of our body in this moment. Let us invoke and invite that energy into this sacred space at this moment, because that's how powerful we are, that we have the ability at any time to invoke and invite that spirit to enter into our bodies. So just envision right now that there is light surrounding you. There is light surrounding us, joining us all together, connecting us in this moment. And so we thank spirit. We thank the divine source, the divine creator, for coming into this space. That same divine energy that powers the sun, the moon, the stars, every planet, every system in the universe is also energizing us in this moment, balancing us, perfecting us, correcting us, allowing us to use that energy to heal ourselves and to heal one another. Knowing that as that force comes into our bodies to correct and balance and create harmony, it allows us to create harmony wherever we go. It allows us to rise our vibrational levels in our consciousness in such a way that it benefits everyone. Every single creation is better when we are better. We thank you. Through Ashe, Amen. We let it be. And as you continue, as we all continue to take some deep breaths, you may want to take your hands and rub them together. As I call out the energy centers, you may feel led to take your hands and place them above those areas on your body. If this were a traditional Reiki healing session, Reiki masters such as myself or John, Reiki practitioners, would take our hands and place them above or on the physical body to allow that energy to flow. And so that's what we're doing this evening. We're doing it virtually, but it is still happening because energy knows exactly where to go and what to do. And as we have invoked the presence of spirit into this space, let us call it forth into particular areas of our body in this moment. Let's take a deep breath. And let's start with the first physical chakra on the body, the root chakra. The root chakra is found at the base of the spine, or where your sit bones are at, right down at the base of the spine. It includes the hips, the legs, the knees, all the way down to the feet. Anything that supports us. It also includes our bones, our skin, because without bones, without skin, we would fall apart. And so the structure, the foundation, the root energy found within our bodies is at the base of our spine, but it includes our skeleton, it includes the skin, the blood, all of those things that create the physical body found in that root chakra energy. The corresponding color for the root chakra is red. Beautiful red, just like the center of Mother Earth, just like the Earth's core. Now, this root chakra energy will hold stress in the body. It may manifest as eruptions in our skin. It may manifest in other parts of our body. So our survival, how we feel about, are we surviving? Everything connected to our physical being. We as humans have particular things that we do to maintain our safety. Do we have appropriate living conditions? Are we able to pay for food? Are we able to take care of ourselves physically? Are we able to take care of our responsibilities, whether that be our family or other things that come under our protection? All of that energy gets stored in our root chakra. Our ancestral stuff that is found in our bones, in our skin, that's the root, that's the foundation of all life. And that beautiful energy, I love the root chakra energy. It's not my favorite, but I love the root chakra energy because it lets me know if I am balanced. Am I feeling? It makes me take inventory of what it is that I have and how I feel about it. Am I able to take care of myself? And if I am not, am I able to ask for the help that I need? Root chakra energy keeps us balanced, keeps us grounded. How do I feel about my finances? Because of my finances, I'm able to have a home, I'm able to have food to eat, I'm able to care for myself, and so that I feel taken care of and safe. However it shows up in my life, it'll show up in my root chakra. Do I feel supported by others? Do I feel supported by life? Do I feel as though I am able to take care of myself? And certainly 2020, with all of its different experiences, may have shaken us up in our root chakra. So let's breathe in and take an inventory of what we have. So the question we want to pose to our root chakra in this moment is, do we feel supported? Do we feel nurtured? What is our capability of feeling safe, feeling protected? And because all of the chakras are linked to one another, we will also check in with some other feelings surrounding the root chakra question of survival, of security, of safety. So let's take a mental check-in, an emotional check-in of our physical body and how it is corresponding to our feelings of safety and security. Many of us have heard the term pandemic exhaustion, or just the exhaustion of 2020, where we feel just emotionally and mentally tired. And that can show up in our body. Maybe we're sleeping longer or not sleeping at all. Maybe we're operating in extremes where we're eating more or we're not eating at all. All of the things that have occurred within this year can disrupt the root chakra energy. So let's call forth some healing in this moment so that we feel more grounded, more balanced, more in tune with what we have. And certainly we may have lost some things along the way. Some people have lost employment, people have lost loved ones, people have lost their homes. Some of us are facing the possibility of losing our safety and security of our homes, of our jobs. How do we create an energy of safety? How do we raise the vibrational level in our bodies? And maybe that tension or the other stressors that we may have been feeling when we checked in with our body is being held in that root chakra. Learning to ask for help, and we will get there through the other chakras. But we got to check in with where we're at and be truthful and honest. Be truthful and honest of the root chakra energy that is present for you in this moment. Take an inventory. What do I have? What do I physically, tangible have in this moment? And because we are not worried about what happened before or what happens after, right now in this moment, if you are watching, I am trusting that you have a roof over your head. It may not be the environment that you want to be in, but think about where you are right now. Stay right here in this moment. Stay right here in this moment that is a safe and sacred place where we are creating the energy of safety. We are not worrying, which is in the past. We are not fearing what is in the future. We are right here together. And because we are calling forth a healing in this energy center, answers may come, healing may come. We are invoking the energy of the source of all life into our root chakras, calling for balancing, calling for harmony, calling for a reassurance in our spirit that all is well. Know that it is so, and that healing is happening in this moment. Take a deep breath, and let's move up to the second chakra. We are not leaving the root chakra alone and open and fending for itself. We're going to connect it. We're going to connect it with the second chakra, which is right above the reproductive organs, which is right below your navel. It is the second chakra, the Sacral Chakra, found right below the navel, right below the navel. And this corresponding second chakra along the spine is orange. The color is orange. And that beautiful orange energy center is where we hold our emotions. So because we have opened up the portal of our root chakra, let's see how we feel. We've taken inventory on what we physically have, so let's take inventory on how we physically feel. Right in that sacral chakra. Oh, the energy of all of our relationships, not just romantic, everything that we have a connection to, how we feel, because we are emotionally connected. Some of us may feel emotionally disconnected. That's still a connection. It is also where intimacy, creativity, sexuality, sensuality, all in the sacral chakra. It is where our pleasure center is found. And many of us have had to find new ways of tapping into our pleasure center because we are physically distant from things that excite us, from things that we are normally used to engaging in. That could be eating, that could be, fellowshipping with people, all of those emotional connections that we used to count on have changed in this year. So let's reconnect that energy, that emotional energy. Again, you could be operating at extremes. You could be feeling everything and be overly emotional, or you could be feeling nothing and just be numb and shut down and avoiding. Let's bring it back to center so that we are feeling all things. So that we can ask the question, how do I really feel about what I have? How do I feel? What emotions am I avoiding? What emotions can I not escape? The emotional center found in our sacral chakra regulates us. It regulates the way in which we connect with one another and the way in which we connect with ourselves. Let's take a deep breath and call forth some balancing and some raising of the vibrational level. The sacral chakra, as I said, is over the reproductive organs. If you are feeling that you are having any issues in that area, I hope that you have connected with a medical professional that can support you through that. How you can support yourself is telling the truth about how you feel, telling the truth about what's going on in your body. And as we did that scan, if there was any tension in this sacral chakra, now would be a good time to release some feelings. Again, if you feel as though you need additional support emotionally, then I would offer that you contact myself, you contact John, or you contact a clinical professional. If you feel as though the emotions that you are avoiding or you cannot seem to escape are overtaking you. And a great way to do that is to check in and to get honest and truthful about the emotions that you're feeling. And that's what we're calling into our orange sacral chakra in this moment. We're calling in all of those feelings, all of those things that we may be feeling surrounding this holiday season, the election season that we've just gone through, all of the things that you may have been holding back. Ask yourself, how do I feel? How do I really, really feel? And know that in this moment, as we are invoking the presence of source energy into our sacral chakras, that an answer will be revealed and that healing has already begun. So let's take a deep breath and go right above our navel into the third energy center. Remember, the root, the sacral, and this third energy center, the solar plexus, they're all connected. Solar plexus found just above the navel. It also encompasses our digestive system. All of those things that are found right in your upper abdomen are in your solar plexus. And the corresponding color is yellow, yellow like the sun, because this is our power center. It is the area of our mental emotions. Our second chakra held what we feel. Our third chakra holds what we think. It's our personal power, what we feel about ourselves, what we think about ourselves, excuse me. Our will, our purpose, our passion, control. Many of us have felt that 2020 was beyond our control. And so let's tap into that energy of what we think and ask ourselves, what am I capable of doing? What a powerful question to ask yourself. What is my capability? What is my responsibility? What do I believe that I possess the power to do? What is my esteem at? How do I feel about myself? My intellect. Am I over intellectualizing everything? Or am I experiencing a lack of clarity and direction in my life because I can't seem to calm my mental energy down? Do I have lack of focus? All of those are great questions to pose into your solar plexus. Taking inventory of how we are thinking. Is my thinking clear? Let's call in that higher vibration into our solar plexus in this moment where we are feeling courageous and in control of our mental energies. And if the truth of the matter is that we feel we need additional support, then let us seek out that support. Let us be courageous enough to ask for the help. Let us be courageous enough to use our power to draw in the support that we need to balance our mental energies. As we move up through the chakras, we will see and we will tap into the energy that will support us the greatest. Just as we did the check-in before we started, if you are feeling or have felt any tension in this area of your body, your upper abdomen, your stomach, your digestive system, that may be an indication that your solar plexus is out of balance. So let's call forth that healing power from source energy into our solar plexus at this moment. Let's take a deep breath. I know many of us have felt a knot in our stomach this whole year, holding on to what is going to happen next, not knowing what to think, not knowing what to feel, not knowing how to feel safe. All three of those first chakras, the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, are all about our physical reality, what we're thinking, what we're feeling, and what we know to be true in terms of what we have. Let's take a deep breath. Let's go to my favorite chakra. I'm wearing green because of this chakra. We're moving up right to our heart center, to the heart chakra, the fourth chakra, the center of our chest. The corresponding color for the heart chakra is green. I love the heart chakra. The heart chakra also includes our arms all the way out to our fingertips. That's why hugging feels so good, because we're activating our heart chakra when we do that. That's why holding hands feels so good. And many of us have not been able to do that because of the physical distancing that hopefully, that all of us have been doing. And so your heart chakra also, because it's the heart, your circulatory system. If you've been feeling some circulatory issues, some blockages that could indicate that there's a blockage in your heart chakra, please always check with medical professionals if there are some physical issues going on within your body. How you can heal yourself and how we can heal ourselves in this moment is to check in with that call in to our bodies that was asking for a little bit more love. I know I could use some more love in my heart chakra. I'm sure all of us can. So let's call forth that loving energy into our heart chakra, which holds the energy of unconditional love, balance, unity, compassion is all found here. Kindness. Who couldn't use a little bit more kindness in their heart, in their life, and extending it to others? Forgiveness is found in the heart chakra. Giving and receiving. The heart beats, it pumps out, it receives in equally. We want to give and receive love equally. So if we're operating in extremes where we're giving, or we're taking, we want to bring that to the middle where there's some balance in our heart, where we are giving and receiving, allowing love to flow in, allowing love to flow out. Let's call in that heart chakra energy to be raised to a higher vibrational level where we are loving, forgiving, where we are understanding and we are connecting. The heart chakra is a bridge between the first three chakras and the other three chakras that we'll get through in a moment. All things flow to the heart and from the heart. So let us all give ourselves a little bit more love in this moment, knowing that as we have called forth the loving energy that balances all things are balanced with love. Let's call forth that highest of all the vibrations of love. Let it flow all the way down to your toes, all the way to the top of your head, and extend up above high and extend below you. Let it be to the left of you, to the right of you, in front and behind. Put yourself in a bubble of green light of love. And ask yourself, what do you love? Who do you love? How do you love? Why do you love? Where do you love? How can you love more? Why do you need to love more? When are you going to love more? Where are you going to love more? Ask yourself all of the questions about love. Love for yourself and love for others. How are you going to love those who are hardest to love? How are you going to love yourself and forgive yourself? And as we take a deep breath, I could stay here all night, but let's move up to the fifth chakra, the throat chakra, right above our actual throat. The corresponding color for the throat chakra is blue, beautiful blue. The throat chakra includes the thyroid. It also includes the ears, the nose, the mouth, the teeth, the brachial passages, nasal passages. All of that is included within the throat chakra. And certainly right now, with the coronavirus intercepting many of us in our respiratory system, we are covering our noses, we're covering our mouths, hopefully with masks. So let's clear out some energy that may be held in the throat chakra. It is the area of communication. It is also the area of creativity and self-expression, not just because of what we say, but because of what we hear. That all determines how we express ourselves and what we create. I speak. What are you speaking? It is very easy to raise the vibration in our throat chakras by speaking the truth, by singing, by humming. Some of us need to scream. Some of us have some energy in our throat chakra that has been just waiting to be released. Call forth the energy of the blue that's in your throat chakra in this moment. Take a deep breath. Is there something you need to say and you felt as though you could not find the words? This is a spiritual chakra, knowing that everything you speak is a prayer. What are you saying? What are you speaking over your life and over the life of others? Do you need some correction in your throat chakra? Are you operating at extremes? Are you talking so much? Or have you just been shut down and don't know what to say? Let's bring that back to balance so that what we are hearing, what we are speaking, comes from a place of clarity. That it is of a higher vibration. That we're not being petty, we're not gossiping, we're not lowering our vibration through all manner of negativity that is coming and held in our throat chakra, but that we are being truthful and honest in everything that we say, everything that we create, everything that comes out of our throat. One way to balance the energy in your throat chakra is to take a breath, to activate the throat chakra by taking a deep breath before you speak. Engaging your lungs, engaging the filtration system that is your lungs so that what you speak is clear. Allowing the oxygen to come into your brain to clear out negativity, to clear out cobwebs before you speak. It's a very good practice to take a deep breath before you answer questions, before you give information, before you determine if what you are saying is going to raise the vibrational level in your body and in the recipients. Take a deep breath. That throat chakra is something else. I love it as well because it's right next to the heart. So is the love that's pouring from your heart being spoken in the words that come out of your throat chakra? All good questions. And we are calling forth healing energy to come into our throat chakras in this moment, knowing that because we have asked, it has been done. Let us move up to the sixth chakra, right between our eyebrows. It's the brow chakra or the third eye. Its corresponding color is indigo, which is a cross between blue and between purple. That indigo light that is burning right between our eyebrows. It also includes our brain, which is a very important part of our nervous system, I would say. It includes our eyes, our face. You know that this is your unique identifier. So because this is a unique identifier, your face, the vision that is held in your third eye is yours and yours alone. Make sure that what you're seeing is based upon your own perception and not something you've collected from the atmosphere, other people's stuff. And so our intuition, our insight, our imagination, our dreams, our spiritual awareness and vision is all held in our third eye. It is the individual consciousness. We'll talk about the collective consciousness in a minute, but the individual consciousness, because it is unique to you. No one else has your vision except for you. So get very clear about what you're seeing and what you envision for your life. And is it really uniquely yours? Or is it based upon someone else's life? Clear that stuff out. And so if we are operating in extremes in our third eye chakra, we lack clarity of our vision. We don't even have one. Or we're attaching our vision to someone else's vision. Let's bring that back to center so that what we are seeing is our own vision, is our own insight, is our own spiritual gift. This is a spiritual chakra because all things are manifest spiritually before they exist physically. I say it all the time. Let's tap into the spiritual energy of our unique imagination. It is ours. Our dreams belong to us. Clear out anything that may be impacted by someone else's voice and tap into your own. There's a good reason why your vision is connected and right next to your throat chakra. All things flow. You see a thing, then you can speak upon a thing. So make sure that you are clear within your third eye. So let's call in some healing energy to clear out any cobwebs, any stuff that may be stuck in our third eye chakra. We're calling in the universal life force that we happen to call Reiki to come into our third eye in this moment, to raise that vibrational level, to clear out anything that would seek to cause any imbalance within this beautiful spiritual chakra. Our dreams are ours, and we need them to be unique. We need each and every person's unique vision because it is connected to the seventh chakra, which is right on the top of our head, the crown, the beautiful crown, the seventh chakra. And the reason why we need everyone to be unique in their vision is because there is a collective consciousness that is held in the crown chakra. So if each individual person is bringing their unique vision and holding it in their crown chakra, that is raising the vibration for the collective consciousness when each and every single one of us is clear in our vision. Oh my goodness. Let's take a deep breath, knowing that the crown chakra's corresponding color is violet. And as you go higher into the atmosphere, it turns into a bright, clear light. It is connecting each and every single one of us. As I said, it is the collective consciousness, the universal consciousness is found here. And the unique thing about this consciousness, it is also similar to the root. What do we have together? Collectively, what are we creating? What are we creating? What have we been creating in the collective consciousness of 2020? And what do we envision? What worldview do we have? I know I'm certainly calling in some healing for this pandemic. I'm calling in some healing for the racial unrest. I'm calling in some healing for things not just found in this country, but the entire world. Our crown chakra, which is the connection, direct connection to source energy, which each of us has a hand in. We are all part of the collective consciousness. And so let's call in some healing, a healing intervention to come into our enlightenment, our knowledge, our spiritual selves, our entire central nervous system. This is the hub. This is the hub of our entire central nervous system. So whatever is going on in the collective consciousness can get absorbed into our bodies. Certainly, we have felt that energy this year. The stresses of another compounding the stress in our own lives. If we didn't know we were connected, 2020 has shown us just how connected we are. We're at this point in time that we have to take care of one another. We have to be responsible for the entire global community. What happens here affects what happens miles and miles away in a whole entire another continent. Let's breathe in some healing energy that is burning violet into our crown chakra. I hope that that energy is flowing to all of your other chakras, knowing that we are part of this global community. Let's call some healing energy into this space. It's on your body. What happens to another affects all of us. So let's clear that up. Let's call in that life force energy into our crown chakra. Let us connect to a higher power. And trust me, whatever your belief system is, you believe in something. You continue to breathe, you continue to live, you continue to go about your day with a full belief that you're able to do what you're able to do. You're trusting. Anytime you get into your car and drive anywhere, you're trusting a higher power to get you to from one point to another. Whatever that name is for you, whatever your source is, call in a higher vibration in this moment for all of us collectively. And I would gather that if you are listening to us live or through a replay, that there is something within you that is already connected to that higher power. Know that at any point in time in your life, when you are feeling that there may be a lack in your third eye, you can also call upon the collective consciousness to support you in that. That is another way that we ask for what we need and we take inventory of what we have. How connected are we to one another spiritually? How empathetic, how sympathetic are we to another person's plight, so that the way we move in our body, we recognize that it affects someone that we may never even meet. Whew, I love that. Because we are all part of this global community and we are calling for the force, the source of all life above us and below us, let's allow that light to enter into our crown, into our third eye, into our throat, into our heart, into our solar plexus, into our sacral, and into our root, all the way down to the center of Mother Earth's core. We are connected above, we are connected below. We are surrounded by healing energy. And wherever you did that scan earlier, where your body was calling in for more love, more light, imagine all of that energy is going into those places and spaces right now, all the way down to the cellular level. Every single cell in your body is receiving that life force energy in this moment, balancing, correcting, reassuring, securing. Take a deep breath and know that even with that breath, we are still connected. And as we may be disconnecting from this session, we cannot, we shall not, we will not disconnect from source energy. It is within us, it is around us. We have called it forth. We have invoked its presence into our life, into our energy centers. We have cleaned out some stuff. Some stuff has been raised up to a new vibrational level. And even though we may disconnect from this session, life force energy never ends. Energy can never die. It can be transformed. It can be increased, it can be decreased, but it cannot die. And I believe that we have increased the energy within our being. So let's take a deep breath in this moment. Let's offer up gratitude. Gratitude for all that has been created in this moment. Gratitude for all who have come either live or through the replay. It matters not, because energy knows exactly where to go. And because we are powerful spiritual beings having a human experience, we have the ability to call forth the presence, the power of source energy at all times. I now affirm, declare, and decree that during this session, all that needed to happen has happened and that all is balanced. We will disconnect through sound, sound being a healing element, just like water, just like fire, just like air. We use sound to disconnect this session to indicate that all that we invoked, all that we intended to happen has happened. Healing has already begun. Ashe. And if you have some water with you right now, now would be a good time to drink it all in. If not, get some water after the session has concluded. Thank you so much for joining us here. As I said to John earlier before we jumped on, we get the divine opportunity to work out all the kinks so that when we go into the new year, into new energy, all that needs to happen has already happened. And so we appreciate and thank you for your patience as we use this new technology. Again, whether you are watching us live or watching through a replay, there are so many things that we are learning in this space. I hope that you are learning too. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I can link you up with John. John holds a meditation every Monday for people of color, specifically Black people, those of the African diaspora. If you are interested in joining us, you can reach me here on YouTube and I can reach out to John and we'll see if we'll invite you into our sweet space. It is certainly a supportive community for me. I don't know what I would do without meditation. I don't know what I would do without prayer. I offer a prayer call every single morning, Sunday through Saturday at 7:30 a.m. via my Zoom link. I believe that there are links to the different platforms that I'm on. So in connection with the Tuesday night offering, there is an offering from me every single day. We've been doing this for about a year now, Sunday through Saturday, 7:30 a.m. via Zoom. Please feel free to join us. It's a non-traditional prayer call. We talk a little bit, we pray a little bit, we laugh a lot. So if you want to feel supported in that way, please join us there. And you can also find me via my website. Information is right here on the YouTube channel. There's some good things that are going up there as well. And we thank you for joining us. I pray that this session allowed you to release some energy. I pray that it allowed you to receive some energy. And just know as you go through the week, you want to give and receive equally. Give and receive equally. Thank you for allowing us to give and to receive to you. And if you want any other information, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you so much. It has been an honor and a privilege and a pleasure. I love you. I love you. I love you. And thank you. Namaste.